Hello and welcome to TTV News broadcast on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television with some latest events in TayNinh province and around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of August 3rd, a delegation from Kobe Group, South Korea, led by Chairman Kim Jong-un, paid a courtesy visit to Secretary of TayNinh Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Quyết. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee Phạm Tấn Hòa also attended the event.
At the meeting, the chairman of Kobe Group, Kim Jong-il, stated that over the past 5 years, Kobe Group has partnered with the former Long An province to provide the annual scholarship to the advanced students. However, this year, due to the administrative restructuring that merged Long An and TayNinh province into the new TayNinh province, the scholarship program has encountered some challenges that need to be discussed and resolved. The Secretary Nguyễn Văn Quyết acknowledged and expressed the right detail for Kobe Group's meaningful and practical support in social welfare efforts. He affirms that TayNinh province will always support businesses not only in community initiatives, but also throughout the investment and business processes. The province will direct relevant departments and agencies to actively assist in resolving any issues and create favorable conditions for the group to continue implementing the scholarship program effectively, as well as other investment projects in the area. At the meeting, both sides agreed that the scholarship fund worth for 1 billion Vietnam dong will be awarded to underprivileged students in the province by the end of September. And currently, Kobe Group is carrying out the 5 projects in TayNinh province with a total registered investment capital of over $67 million. The group's main areas of operation include construction of factories, warehouses, office rentals, and food service provision.
On the afternoon, August 1st, Vice Chairman of TayNinh Provincial Peace Committee and Head of the Board of Representatives of the Bank for Social Policies TayNinh Branch, Phạm Tấn Hòa, chaired a mid-year review conference for the first half of 2025, along with the attendance of leaders of provincial departments, current and former board members, and the branch executive team. The report showed total capital rate over 11,732 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 918 million Vietnam dong since the beginning of the year. Locally adjusted capital accounted for 14.32%, and total outstanding loans reached 1,508 billion Vietnam dong, or 67.10% of the annual target. However, challenges remain, including delayed disbursement in some credit programs and an overdue debt ratio of 0.19%, of 5.6 billion Vietnam dong from the start of the year. The rate of well-rated credit groups also declined. Mr. Phạm Tấn Hòa urged board members in charge of localities to enhance supervision, improve credit quality, and contribute to policy making. He called on the Bank TayNinh Branch to actively mobilize capital, manage bad debt, ensure vote security, and work with the Department of Finance and local authorities to review and allocate office allocations appropriately after recent administrative restructuring.
And according to the development plan, TayNinh has set a goal to expand its industrial parks and cluster in the near future. Specifically, from now until 2030, the province plans to establish 30 new industrial parks with a total area of over 7,000 hectares and add for 32 industrial clusters covering more than 2,000 hectares. And this demonstrates TayNinh's strong commitment to allocating substantial land resources to assist support incoming waves of investment. And currently, TayNinh is dedicating nearly 21,400 hectares of land to industrial development, comprising 59 industrial parks and 82 industrial clusters. This figure reflects the province's long-term vision to build a solid, diverse, and sustainable industrial foundation. The expansion of industrial parks and clusters not only provides more space for investors, but also promises to significantly boost economic growth, accelerate employment for the workers, and enhance TayNinh's competitiveness in the region.
Leaving home at the age of 15, Ms. Trần Kim Nga began her revolutionary journey as an officer of the Press and News Subcommittee under the Propaganda Department of Zone's 8th Party Committee. After 11 years working as a typist, in 1971, she officially became a reporter, starting her mission of revolutionary communication. But Ms. Nga didn't just write news. She also served as a liaison officer, transporting secret documents and passing through enemy checkpoints. When the party needed me, I showed up. When assigned IRP, it was life or death with the enemy. Either survive or die, never surrender or betray. It gave me a firm foundation in political theory, a conviction that has stayed with me, and I consider it a strength of this sector. I'm proud to have served in this field. Working the same difficult revolutionary path alongside Ms. Nga was Mr. Nguyễn Văn Tấn, former secretary of the Mộc Hóa District Party Committee, formerly part of Long An, who still vividly remembers the solidarity and camaraderie among comrades in organizing, propagating, educating, and launching patriotic emulation movements. As an officer in the Educational Subcommittee, Mr. Tấn began his journey in the 1960s, bringing culture and literacy to the people, helping enlighten minds and ignite the spirit of patriotism in the base areas. In the Educational Subcommittee in Kiến Tường Province, we work in extremely fierce combat conditions, working while also rotating ourselves. Many comrades took up arms to fight, joining Battalion 504, and many women also participated in frontline logistics support. Looking back at the 95-year tradition of the propaganda and training sector, role models like Ms. Trần Kim Nga and Mr. Nguyễn Văn Tấn clearly demonstrate the silent yet noble contributions of those in propaganda work. They embody the spirit of speaking and doing, unwavering determination and steadfast faith, passing the torch of revolutionary ideas to the current generation, strengthening the people's trust in the party.
Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure the disbursement rate of public investment capital reaches over 75% of the land in the third quarter and fully achieve 100% by the end of 2025, the Provincial People Committee has recently issued a directive requiring on units, locality, and project investment in the province to urgently and synchronously implement solutions to speed up the process of implementation and disbursements of state budget capital.
According to the directive, units must promote the role of their leaders, enhance their sense of responsibility, and assign tasks based on the 6 clear principles, including responsibility, tasks, accountability, authority, timelines, and results. At the same time, efforts must focus on reviewing and resolving obstacles related to investment procedures, site clearance acceptance, and capital settlement. Disbursement must go hand in hand with ensuring the construction quality, safety, and the prevention of corruption and waste. Projects with delayed disbursement will be reviewed and have their funds reallocated to projects with a better progress. The Provincial People's Committee also requested that project owners, the Land Fund Development Center, the Department of Construction, and the State Treasury in Region 18 work closely together to restore arising issues, promote online public service payments, and contribute to improving the overall disbursement rates for the province in 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, among the key tasks in social-economic development after the administrative merger, TayNinh's state budget revenue has continued to show positive results in recent times.
As of the end of July, total state budget revenue reached approximately 31,000 billion Vietnam dong, equaling 83% of the target assigned by the central government and over 81% of the target set by the Provincial Business Council. Compared to the same period last year, revenue increased by 31%. In which domestic revenue accounted for around 27,000 billion Vietnam dong, meeting 85% of the central government's target and 84% of the province target, an increase of 33% compared to the same period last year. These results reflect the efforts of all levels and sectors in implementing synchronized and effective revenue collection measures. With the current pace of revenue, it is highly likely that the province will maintain its 2025 state budget revenue target, contributing to financial stability and fostering socio-economic development.
Continue the program with other notable news. To commemorate the spirit of Resolution Number 57 of the Politburo on breakthrough in national development through science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation, TayNinhTV Command is actually implementing key solutions aimed at fully modernizing border management.
Accordingly, TayNinhTV Command has outlined a direction to build a force that is streamlined, strong, and elite, while emphasizing the tight integration of national defense and security with socio-economic development. The core objective is that by 2030, at least 50% of border gas stations at international and major border gates in the province will accumulate digital transformation, applying automation in immigration control, and utilizing modern security monitoring system. TayNinhTV currently has 4 international border gates, including Bình Hiệp, Mộc Bài, Samat, and Tân Nam, and 4 national border gates, including Mỹ Quý Tây, Trang Riệc, Ca Tâm, and Phước Tân. In the coming time, TayNinhTV will intensify efforts to develop smart border gates, proactively grasp, assess, and accurately forecast the situation to flexibly handle complex and sensitive issues related to borders, nationality, and demarcation.
The audience at Hòa Lạc Airport, Hanoi, 10 helicopters took off simultaneously to perform a joint rehearsal for the formation flight, pulling the party flags and the national flags. This is an important preparation step for the military parades commemorating the 80th anniversary of the August Resolution and National Day on September 2nd.
Since early July, the military airport in Hòa Lạc has been occurring daily with the rotor sounds of Mi-8 helicopters. Here, these tail wings have been diligently training and preparing for the flag pulling performance at the 80th National Day celebration. We carefully calculate the flight conditions, especially the wind conditions, because when flying with the national flag, the speed, altitude, and other flight parameters must strictly follow regulations to ensure the flag always flies fluttering beautifully. The flight fields of the 10 helicopters come from the Air Force regiments, including 916, 917, and 930, who have stood side by side through 2 major events, the 7th anniversary of the Minh Phu victory and the 5th anniversary of the liberation of the South of Vietnam, and now reunite again. But for them, every takeoff on National Celebration Day is a new mission, short and proud also. For us, during big national holidays, the only wish is for clear weather so that the capital's audience and millions of people across the country can fully enjoy our most beautiful flying formations, sending our love and mission to their fatherland. For technical check, we strictly follow the 4-step process: preparation before flight day, before flight, between flights, and after flight. Flying with the flag is a bit different from normal. Special attention must be paid to fuel amount before the flight, the flag hanging device, etc. And in general, we must ensure the helicopter is in the best condition to perform the mission well. And what is admirable is that amid the intense training days for the 80 mission, the airmen remain ready for rescue and relief tasks. A recent relief flight carrying aid to the flood-hit people of Nghệ An was cut out by them right in the middle of their stressful training period. The flight crews assigned to the A80 mission were also split to carry out tasks in Nghệ An province, and the pilots are trained to ensure that we can perform multiple missions simultaneously. From Dien Bien to unified sky and this time the capital of Hanoi, in a great national celebration wherever they are, whatever the mission, airmen always understand behind every flight are the millions of eyes watching, and the eyes of the people filled with a faith, pride, and honor.
To meet the Ministry of Industry and Trade's target of 18% growth in retail sales and consumer service revenue for 2025, the Taynan Provincial Business Committee has called on departments, localities, associations, and businesses to coordinate and implement comprehensive measures. The province urged continued implementation of tasks set earlier this year, with a focus on removing obstacles and stimulating domestic consumption in the second half. It encourages strong promotion of the Vietnamese people prioritize Vietnamese goods campaign, along with trade promotion events, fairs, and discount programs during peak seasons such as holidays and Tet. Efforts will also focus on enhancing supply-demand connections and supporting the distribution of Vietnamese goods in rural areas, residential zones, and industrial parks. At the same time, TayNin aims to boost exports, help businesses expand into domestic and international markets, accelerate digital transformation, develop e-commerce, and facilitate access to credit and cashless payment system. Relevant sectors are tasked with stabilizing the market, closely monitoring supply and prices of essential goods, and swiftly handling violations.
And on August the 1st, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee, Nguyễn Minh Long, along with the leaders of various departments, directly survey the route and plan resettlement sites for the Ho Chi Minh City Ring Road Number 4 project. The Vice Chairman and his team, along with the consultants, inspected the proposed resettlement locations in Bến Lức, Rạch Kiến, Mỹ Lộc, Phước Vĩnh Tây, and Tân Lập communes. He requests related departments and local authorities to focus on preparing, appraising, and approving details of 1/500 scale plans for the resettlement areas of the project components, ensuring consistency with the commune's overall planning in compliance with the legal regulation to facilitate the smooth project implementation. The nearly 160-kilometer Ring Road Number 4 project, with a total investment of over 120 trillion Vietnam dong, is divided into 10 components. Internet provinces cover 3 components, passing through 15 communes over about 78.3 kilometers, including a 3.8 kilometer section in Ho Chi Minh City. And to support compensation and site clearance, the province plans to operate 7 resettlement areas covering around 74.9 hectares with about 3,371 housing plots to meet the needs of affected households.
The audience summer is an ideal time for children to engage in water-related recreational activities. However, not every child knows how to swim or has the skill to protect themselves, leading to many heartbreaking drowning incidents. So how can we prevent drowning and ensure children's safety during the summer? Let's follow these reporters.
According to observations in Taynan, during the summer break, many parents take their children to play at water activity sites. However, in reality, not everyone is equipped with swimming and survival skills. This has become a hidden danger behind many recent drowning incidents. For children, learning to swim is especially important. It helps them protect themselves and avoid drowning. During the summer, the number of children enrolled in swim classes increases significantly. Swimming also improves health, benefits the respiratory system, and helps with relaxation. In Taynan Province, many swimming classes are organized for all age groups, especially for children and teenagers. With dedicated instruction from coaches, the lessons combine theory with practical, interactive sessions, creating excitement for learners. Throughout the course, children are taught basic swimming knowledge, techniques for various strokes such as freestyle, backstroke, and breaststroke, as well as essential drowning prevention skill, emergency rescue techniques, and water safety practices. My children really enjoy swimming and water games. Since as terminal, I take him swimming more often. Besides letting him swim, I always watch and supervise him while he's in the water to ensure his safety. Swimming is not just a sport, it's a vital life-saving skill. Alongside that, adult supervision and proper knowledge of water safety play a critical role. Let's start with the simplest steps. Teach children how to swim, stay close when they're in the water, and work together to raise community awareness, because every child deserves a safe, joyful, and fulfilling summer.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.